Hi, everybody. So this isn't your regular Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Sega Saturn, the best version. Everybody should play the Sega Saturn version. Boo, PlayStation. Boo. And with me, I have JupiterClimb, who is totally on my side on this one.
Hello.
Yes, hello everybody. I am here to support Saturn Soden.
Yes. So the Saturn Soden version is only available in Japan, because of course it is. And it has glitches that we don't have in the PS1 version or the PS4 version or the PSP version. So there's a lot of exclusive stuff that you're going to see here. But without any further ado, in 3, 2, 1, let us begin the run.
Good luck.
Now, you may have noticed that this is called Alucard Any Percent, but I just picked Maria, and that's because we're going to trick the game into thinking we're one character while being another. But in order to do that, we need to first make it to a save room. So, while Maria is riding the horse into the castle, we're going to prepare to do dash kicks. Dash kicks guarantee that we kill the wargs. For whatever reason, regular kicks leave them with like 1 HP. It's kind of ridiculous. And also, provided ghouls don't hit us, it also guarantees that if a ghoul is rising, the ghoul will die as well. However, as we saw there, ghouls are like, no, I'm gonna ignore the rules sometimes. And it's just like, oh, okay. So here we go. Again, dash kicking through. Gotta be careful because, again, if you're too close, she'll do a kick instead. And then we are going to gravity jump up. Maria has a... Okay, there we go. Has a Okay, game. I see how this is. This is what happens when you use an 8-way gate on your controller. Sometimes it's just like no to gravity jumps. Really. There we go. All right. Maria also has access to a triple jump, while Alucard only gets access to a double jump from the leap stone. So right now, what I'm going to be doing is resetting the game. Every Sega Saturn game can do this. By pressing ABC Start, you start the game. Don't press it too much, otherwise you will go back into the disc menu system. Then we are going to load the save I just made, but also pressing ABC Start again. If done correctly, you won't see the loading screen, and then we can proceed with tricking the game into thinking we're still Maria while being Alucard. What we've done is every item Maria has, all her stats, as well as all her relics, are unlocked. She happens to have every relic in the game, the dragon helm, as well as 200 MP and 200 HP. You cannot see that she has any of this because... Maria and Richter play like a classic Vania character, so we don't get to see their stats ever. As a matter of fact, Maria can't even go see the librarian. You can go see the librarian, but he won't turn around. He'll just sit there. So now we're going to backdash because that is still our fastest form of movement on the ground. We have access to the Godspeed boots. However, as Alucard really wants to bash his head into the wall, fine, I'll do this the slow way. It's fine. Oh, wow. Okay, no, this skeleton just said no. We have access to the Godspeed boots in this version. It is exclusive to the Saturn version. The Saturn version also has 3 exclusive areas. That were never added, and apparently Iga hates the Saturn version. It's really weird why. Iga, of course, was the director of this game, as well as the director of most of the Metroidvania Castlevanias. As we continue to go here. Come on. There we go. And then I'm using the bat transformation to cancel gravity jumps heights because they go quite high and too high for what I need them to. We are then going to grab this. Very important that we keep the holy water because it's going to be very useful for the first 2 bosses we fight as we continue here.
So I'm gonna do a very, very scientific pun, and I'm pretty sure chat's gonna hate me for this.
Okay.
With Maria and how she was having some issues getting that gravity jump to land. I think I figured out that the reason she couldn't get her jump high enough, given it was a gravity jump, is because Jupiter is here. I'm gonna let that sink in for the scientists so they can cringe at me
Okay.
and not explain it right away.
So here's where Godspeed Boots jumps come in. Because for whatever reason, despite the fact that it's slower to run with them than it is to backdash, it makes regular jumps go faster. Which is interesting. Because even without a shield, backdashing is still faster. As we go up here, I'm of course doing some older strats because math is difficult, and trying to get a Masamune to drop is very much a pain. Jupiter, as well as other runners, have been able to figure out how to make it drop almost 100% of the time. But if you don't do the certain math that's required, it's a 1 in 33 chance of it dropping in total, or is it a 1 in 7? Because there's 7, it's like a 1 in 33 chance, but because we have like 7 Black Panthers we can pass, it increases our odds, but it's still very hard to get. I've only gotten it once. Only once. So
and
here we go.
I'll fill you in on the gravity joke, because Jupiter's gravity is 2.4 times stronger than Earth's gravity, so it would be harder to jump higher with Jupiter's gravity affecting it.
I kind of got the joke, but I was like, okay. All right. So we passed the first boss. That's why the holy water is needed in order to take care of the hippogriff. Some runners will use tetras, but I'm too worried about my mana, so I just kind of let things happen, because mana is going to be very important in the back half as we're almost entering Castle 2. Also, does anyone want to see the moon by chance? And I don't mean right now, because obviously we see the moon. Thanks, Alucard. Thanks. Because obviously we see the moon now, but I mean the moon after I glitch here. So we're going to perform the first glitch as Alucard. So what I'm doing is I'm backdashing but holding forward the entire time, and if I was in the right place... Oh, no, we got the bad one. Okay, well that is, a glitch. But I need to run back over here because he won't move into other areas until you go back into that screen. So if I do it correctly, by holding forward, we get that. Now, if you want to see the moon, you just need to move forward a bit. I am going to enter bat just to be a little bit on the safe side. You can do it in human form, but there's the risk of falling. So there we go, and then we're going to backdash all the way over here, and then I'm going to run, jump, and if I did that correctly, we teleport into the next castle. We are here super, super early. Everything is going to hit like a truck. So we need to be careful. But wing smashing still kills everything in one shot, and also we're invincible. Speaking of wing smashing, vertical wing smashing. We don't really get that. That is specifically a glitch thing. And that's pretty much the only screen you can do it in. So here we go. Gravity jump. The pumpkins will do 45 damage. And then here are the panthers that I mentioned that can drop a Masamune. It's a 1 in 33 chance or some ridiculous math number like that. But there is a way to save manip to get it to drop more consistently. I am bad at math and don't know how to do it. Not a bad fight here as we continue. There we go. And then we're going to continue to move on. Again, you don't want to wing smash out of the boss screens because Alucard will turn back into a human, and therefore basically negating the benefit and basically just costing us too much mana. And here we go again. Of course, every time we level up, we are increasing our mana as well as our HP. So there is a benefit there. However, we're going to now grab a mana prism, which is a full heal for mana, as we're going to need that mana in order to continue. And then we're going to get up here. And then remember the hold forward while backdashing trick? We're going to do it here again. And hopefully not get hit by the goth. There we go. So, it is done.
Oh.
I am now going to equip my potions. The Saturn version also includes 3 hands. The third hand cannot be used for attacks. It can only be used for using items, so that is why we put the strength potion there. I'm going to activate the mana prism so I have full mana, and it's going to take about 8 gravity jumps to make it through. However, if you screw up and fall all the way down, it's not an endless pit and is recoverable. You would just need to transform into the bat or mist and then transform back into a human to recover. But would still take about, I think it's 11 if you hit all the way to the bottom, I think.
Oh, wow.
So here we go. Oh, it's kind of bad luck. Oh dear. Oops. And oh boy. Okay, this is gonna get real interesting real fast. Prepare to see a very long final boss fight.
Oh no.
Because I just used the mana potion, or not the mana potion, the strength potion now. So we're in trouble. Don't worry about my HP. We're going to be fine. There's one more health pickup we can pick up. And it's right here. Always have safety. And then we're going to fall to the bottom. There we go. Now again, the strength potion is mainly used for Dracula because Dracula has a lot of HP. So you either want the Muramasa, or is it the Muramasa or is it the Masamune? It's the Masamune, right? Jupiter, do you know the answer of which sword
Sorry,
it is?
could you repeat the question for me?
Is it the Muramasa or the Masamune that drops from the Panthers?
All right, so in this game, the best katana is the Masamune. That's the one that drops. It's got
Okay.
a really nice special, the multi-hit special.
Yeah, and that makes quick work of Shaft and Dracula. Again, it is quite the drop unless you can do the save manipulation. So it's very hard to get. So we use the strength potion to basically, instead of do 30 damage, we do around high 40s to low 50s, which makes quick work here. And then we're going to go find a dead pixel. So here we go. Is this the dead pixel? There we go. And then we're going to wing smash. We're going to wait until we pass the second gold knight. There we go. And just in case, make a quick little safety save here. Again, because we never went into that save room, that's why we got the polygon coffin. Also, when you go into a save room, it unbreaks the game because the game will continue to be broken until either you hard reset the game or go into a save room again, which is kind of wild that the game would continue to be broken. We are now also going to try to get a swag strat. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to transform, gravity jump up, and then transform into the bat and try to untransform as I hit the hole. Unfortunately, no swag. So, for the shaft fight, we are going... Thank you, phone. We are going to be Tetra-spiriting to do damage to him. Interesting that only did 19 damage. That should have been way more, but okay. Whoops, wrong transformation. Please don't hit me. Thank you. Ooh, we might be able to get some punches in here as Tetra is kind of... Ooh! That is quite a bit of damage. I usually don't see that kind of damage against shafts, so that's very interesting. Again, using the mist to avoid his damage. And that should be... Yep, There we go. And of course, because I'm
Nice.
still transformed in mist, we'll be losing mana until the screen goes dark. As you could see there. But now we will be replenishing mana as Dracula comes in. Even through the cutscene dialogue, as you can see, it's slowly rising there. We don't really use a lot of magic here. We're going to Tetra him as he comes down, which is going to help a bit. Also, for any Dragon Ball Z fans, the voice of Dracula is the Japanese voice actor for Cell, for those who didn't know.
Nice.
I used Dragon Ball because I figured Dragon Ball would be more well known than Street Fighter, because he also voices M. Bison until Street Fighter 6.
Oh, I'm actually curious now which one would be more well known, because it's a little bit of a toss up.
Whoops. Apparently I don't like pressing the mist button today. Alright, I'm one more hit away from death. There we go. Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I made the safety save, just in case. Because I kind of figured that might happen. Oh, by the way, Maria voices over the death screen in English. In English, it's just some random voice that says game over. So something you also don't often see. So we'll reload that one. That might also explain why we're doing so much damage. I'm level 26. Usually you're around 22 to 24 at this point. So lucky us as we continue here. All right, here we go. But 33 damage isn't exactly the worst. Usually you see about 29 to 22, or not 22, to 32 without the strength potion. I realize that like 32 or 33 is not that much higher. There's the swag, by the way. But it's kind of like, it might be better. And might finish Dracula a little quicker than I estimate. So here we go. There we go. Now, whether we'll be able to hit Shaft with punches is a complete... Ooh! Ow. Okay, that was my bad. Oh, and he's in the air, so we'll just hit him with more Tetras here. All right. Come on. Again, hitting Shaft with punches isn't necessarily necessary. It just makes the fight go a little faster. But he is finished. I forget how much damage you can possibly hit him with one Tetra, because I think it's 6 times that the Tetras will hit him before they disappear. But each one of the 4 also does 13 damage each hit. So I'm not 100% sure how much damage he takes during that. And of course, here we go with Dracula once again. Just have to be a little bit more careful. I might also try to hit him with Holy Water, because Holy Water will hit him for 11 damage a shot. You can kind of tell which hand he's going to hit you because there is a little bit of an animation. But obviously, if you're not paying close enough attention, it can be kind of like, which hand's going to hit me? So there we go. Also, this attack right here does about 125 damage if it hits you. So you want to be careful with that. There we go. Unfortunately, Poison Mist doesn't hurt him, which is kind of understandable because we're also invincible while we're in mist form. There we go. right, and then phase. Basically, he'll do the same thing each time. There's no difference between finishing him in phase 1 to phase 2. Ooh, he's a little bit higher up, though.
Interesting.
Oh, there we go. Time.
Oh,
Go
GG's.
back. Go back whence you came, trouble the soul of my mother no more. Why, or how? How is it that I've been so defeated? You've been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love. Ah, for what profit is it to a man if he gains the world but loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words? She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son. Choo, 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 choo. So yeah, this was Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Sega Saturn. It is the fastest category that you can do in the entire franchise, even faster than, I forget the category that was the previous fastest one. But yeah, this category got cracked open about a year ago. Jupiter was one of the people who actually helped crack it right open. Speaking of which, you should follow JupiterClimb. Jupiter, would you like to tell the people where they can find you?
No. This is all about you. Nice sub 20, really good run. Go follow Abby instead. Think that'd be a better use of your time?
Okay, fine.
Alternatively, follow both of them. Just saying.
Yeah, so you can follow me at twitch.tv/Abby's Corner. I also have a speedrun group for people under the trans umbrella where all people are welcomed. We're actually hosting our first event coming later this month on the 20th. If you would like to join the Discord, feel free to DM me or to DM the Twitter or Blue Sky accounts. Again, anybody under the trans umbrella is welcomed. And on the 20th from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m., we will be hosting our first event at twitch.tv/trans speedrun collective on Twitch. So yeah, thank you for having me. You're gonna hear my voice still though, because coming up next is Silent Hill 2 by Death Tropes, and I will be on the commentaries. But thank you once again.
This is true. Everybody, one more time, give some fantastic GGs for Abby's for that absolutely amazing run. But sit tight, we have one more break, and then, like Abby said, we come back, we are going to Silent Hill 2. Stay tuned.